This is a review of Kalinur, which is a metroidvania game that is heavily focused on the absolute basics of the genre. The main objective of the game is to take down the evil mage Kalinur and restore peace to the kingdom. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, simple is pretty much the best word to accurately describe what type of game this really is. The combat consists of just your horizontal sword slash with the only upgrades to your attack coming in the form of a longer reach and higher attack power. That's it. No new attacks to learn and master, no new weapons. In fact, there's no type of equipment system at all. You will collect coins in the form of bronze, silver, and gold. There's small coins dropped by enemies and larger collectible coins scattered across the map. Collecting these is important as your currency is your method for upgrading your stats at save points. There is no leveling up or XP system here, so while you can't grind for XP, you could technically grind for coins if you really found yourself having a hard time. There are two things you can upgrade. Your attack power, as previously mentioned, and also your maximum health. Upgrades cost 200 coins each. There's a variety of different enemies to fight throughout your journey and quite a few bosses to battle. Some of the bosses are really tanky and the fights seem to drag on a bit too long at times, but Kalinur sticks to the tried and true method of learn the pattern. There's no way to heal in the game other than restoring your health at save points, so boss fights will require pattern memorization and good execution in order to overcome the challenges they provide. If you die, don't get frustrated, because you will be dying a lot in Kalinur. As long as you learn from your mistake that resulted in your death, progress should come naturally. There's no guidance throughout the adventure, so you'll find yourself wandering around till you stumble on the area you're intended to go, with other areas being blocked off by your lack of a certain relic at that point. So as a result of this, backtracking is a pillar of the gameplay. If you aren't a fan of having to backtrack, you'll most likely be annoyed by the lack of a fast travel option. The map isn't gigantic, so it shouldn't take you too long to trek back to where you need to go, but do be aware that there's quite a bit of it here. You'll find spots where the double jump or dash relics are required to continue past, so make a note of where these locations are, as the map is also, yep, you guessed it, incredibly simple and basic. Once you acquire the map, you'll be able to see large coin locations and save points. Nothing else is denoted on the map of use. It would have been nice to also have the magic door locations shown, but again, seeing as the map isn't that large, it isn't a huge deal. It's possible to beat the game and roll the credits in under 2 hours, but for me that resulted in the bad ending. When I stumbled on this particular boss, I had no idea it was the final boss until he was defeated. The placement of it seemed a bit odd, but there was still plenty more map to explore. I guess I just stumbled on it a bit too early. So there was more to see and do, but if you aren't the type to want to see and do everything, you might be a bit disappointed with the length here. I know it might sound like the simplicity is a bad thing, but unless you really aren't a fan of more old school hard experiences and retro gameplay, I would definitely still recommend it. This felt like I was playing a more modern Sega Genesis game. I think the music, art, and simple 3-button control scheme are what contributed to me feeling this way. The basic design won't appeal to everyone, which is why I spent a lot of time covering its simplicity. But if you enjoy retro games and can appreciate a more bite-sized and simple Metroidvania experience, then this will definitely be one for you to check out. It has some nice pixel art with really good enemy and boss designs. The different areas you'll traverse throughout your adventure all have their own unique identities. The soundtrack is overall pretty good, with a few tracks being really good and a few tracks being just okay. There's a lot here to enjoy. But again, I can't emphasize enough, this game will be more of an acquired taste than a game everyone would universally love. and for a game that was created by a solo developer, the effort is certainly admirable. Kalinur is on all currently available platforms consisting of PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Series S and X, as well as the Nintendo Switch. I hope I did a good job at explaining the game in a way that can help you decide if this would be worth you checking out. There's a lot of metroidvanias on the market, and this one is a good one to check out if you appreciate a simpler, more bite-sized experience. But for those hungering for more depth in their games or perhaps a longer playtime, it's probably best you look elsewhere. Thank you for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, as I cover a lot of different indie games on my channel. Hopefully I'll see you on my next video, and I hope you have a good one.